The Declaration of Independence was not actually signed on July 4, 1776. Although the document was adopted by the Continental Congress on that day, the majority of the delegates signed it on August 2, 1776. The Second Continental Congress voted for independence from Great Britain on July 2, 1776, which is why John Adams believed that July 2 would be celebrated as Independence Day. The Declaration of Independence was written by Thomas Jefferson, but it was edited and revised by Benjamin Franklin and John Adams before being presented to the Continental Congress. The first public reading of the Declaration of Independence took place on July 8, 1776, in Philadelphia, where the Liberty Bell rang to gather the citizens. The first Independence Day celebration took place in Philadelphia on July 8, 1776, which included a public reading of the Declaration of Independence, music and parades. The Liberty Bell is often associated with Independence Day, but it did not ring on July 4, 1776. In fact, the bell cracked beyond repair in 1846 and hasn't rung since. Independence Day was not widely celebrated until after the War of 1812, when patriotism and national pride increased in the United States. The Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States, was written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812. The tune was originally used for a popular British song called To Anacreon in Heaven. The first recorded use of fireworks to celebrate Independence Day in the United States was in 1777. In 1870, Independence Day was made an official holiday by Congress, and in 1941, it became a paid federal holiday. The oldest continuous Independence Day celebration in the United States is held in Bristol, Rhode Island. It has been celebrated every year since 1785. Calvin Coolidge, the 30th President of the United States, was born on July 4, 1872. 3 U.S. presidents have died on July 4. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams both died on July 4, 1826, 50 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. James Monroe also died on July 4, but in 1831. The term firecracker was rumored to have been coined by Thomas Jefferson, who used it to describe the noise made by the gunpowder-filled paper tubes. The original draft of the Declaration of Independence contained a passage condemning the slave trade. However, it was removed due to objections from delegates representing southern states. The Philippines celebrates July 4th as their own Independence Day because it was on this day in 1946 that the United States granted the country independence after years of colonial rule. The White House held its first Independence Day party in 1801, hosted by President Thomas Jefferson. The original 13 colonies that declared independence from Britain were Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Virginia. The United States celebrates its independence on July 4th. But several other countries also celebrate their Independence Days on or around this date, including Rwanda, Belarus, Venezuela, and the Philippines. Today, family backyard barbecues, often grilling hot dogs and hamburgers, is an American 4th of July staple in addition to fireworks, parades and swimming.